Wilhelm Gottenbusch, currently I did come to America in 1957. I was born in 34. When I was 6 years old, the war started in Germany. My father had to go in the army, and we lived in the northern part of Germany. We went on, I have one sister. Together we went to southern Germany as foster children and worked lived on a farm to be away. At the time, the planes didn't reach the southern part of Germany. And during the war, I stayed in the southern part of Germany. I went into boarding school later on. So coming back to Muenster when everything was destroyed, everything was flat, was quite an impression to really how they were building it up again. Yeah, but then you work in training. What kind of work you're going to do? College was not the really thing at the moment. Actually, you learn a trade. Your father had a trade, so you learn a trade, and the trade has to be 3 years. You spend 3 years working every day and going 1 day a week to school. I wanted to see a country and see what I can do in future, what I can learn. I come from a family of pastry chefs. We have a business in Germany, and I was supposed to take it over eventually. But in the meantime, I did travel, and arriving in America, I enjoyed it. It was a strange, different approach in baking in general. I did find it work in Cincinnati. But after 6 months, I thought I may go back. I left Cincinnati and worked on a freighter, go down to Central America and learn what Central America looks like. I wasn't impressed with it. Coming back to Houston, I left the boat and looked for work in Houston. I couldn't find a bakery work in Houston at all, so I went to Dallas. And Dallas again, I couldn't find anything. So I did catch a ride with somebody, went to Cincinnati, back to Cincinnati, and I started back on my old job in Cincinnati. 6 months later, I was drafted in the Army, and I was looking forward to it. I thought it would make it fun to see more of the world, and I went to Fort Knox and stayed in Fort Knox for 2 years. So they assigned me in the kitchen. Since I was not a citizen, I didn't get advanced training, and then I stayed in Fort Knox while I was dating a young lady from Cincinnati. After the Army, I went back to work here, did get married. We had a child, and in '63, we went into business in a bakery. I bought a rundown business out of bankruptcy. I had $800, and I opened up an observatory with support of my wife. At the time, Monlookout had 2 bakeries, Hyde Park had 2 bakeries, and there were around 7 bakeries around, and I was right in the middle of it starting out. I went to the bank and said I would need an air conditioner and asked the bank for finance my air conditioning system. The bank looked at me and said, "There's no air conditioner in the bakery," and I couldn't get the financing. Then we started out in the bakery business, worked on this, bought an air conditioner at a discount house at Schwalens, put it in a window, and it was successful for us. We had an air conditioned bakery. And I stayed there on 8 years, and then I had a chance. The developer of Hyde Park Plaza asked me if I would come to the plaza, and he was going to build an 8,000 square foot bakery store for us, actually, my wife. In the meantime, we had 3 children. I went to Hyde Park. It worked out for us. It was very interesting, very good for us, and a lot of publicity. We had the newspaper coming, the TV coming, and it was very effective. I enjoyed it. We started to do a little bit of business with Pokes, and later on with Federated. But then the owner of the shopping center didn't like it, and Kroger wanted to expand so I couldn't renew my lease. I was 19 years there. I had a 20-year lease. And then I went to a smaller store in Hyde Park and opened a production area in Fairfax. And that's where we're still now. In the meantime, what we specialize in, where we had the support, is making European type items, which America wasn't familiar with, or our customers weren't familiar with. We had customers who travel a lot, especially certain families out of Hyde Park, and they supported me very much in business and supported our business, even to get to the point. The closing, Hyde Park we closed. We had a small store in Hyde Park, and we bought the production area in Fairfax. And then since we had a production area, we opened up more stores, which was difficult again, was another challenge. Fortunate enough, it worked out for us. We had good support. I enjoyed the bakery. We made different items. The people we did get, it was 35, 39 years ago, I hired people that are still working for us, And they're very good craftsmen. They went to Europe, trained for Europe for a while, and keep up the newest things we can make. Now 2 boys taken over, and I feel like I'm losing my job. I don't. In a way, I should get out of it. On the other hand, I'm missing it. The items we're doing, I look at some of the items we're doing. I did it 60 years ago in Germany already, and we're still doing it here, and we're still selling it very successfully. But we have top people in terms of decorators, award-winning people, in terms in the bakery, craftsmen, and really, I'm very happy the way things are going, and the boys are doing a good job, and I'm going to be unemployed.